I know. You got questions. Of course you got questions. You should have questions. And we're going to answer every single one of them. That's what this whole thing is about. You're not just sitting there all alone. You're going to get answers, my friend. Answers to the deepest questions in the universe. I don't just mean the philosophical ones either. Not just who are we, where are we going, what's this all about? I mean the more important ones. How can I score a free drink next time at the bar? Next time I want to get the girl's phone number. Next time I want to be the most interesting person in the room. That's why we go live with, I was about to say great night, with office hours. Today is none other than day 162 of the office hours, 163 of the office hours experiment. My goodness, that's bonkers. How crazy is that? Oh my goodness. I fear it might have just happened. Nope, I'm live on the right channel. All right, guys, we are going into the government conspiracy. Whew. Oh, it says we're connecting the channels right now. We are having technological issues. There they are. Thank goodness. Okay. All right, guys, if you're unfamiliar with the plan, we're going through Scam School. Scam School was the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Scam School is the show dedicated to the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Therefore, we keep the legend alive by watching the episodes in their entirety, revealing secret behind-the-scenes information, new lessons that we've learned over the years, and we'll begin with episode 62, Crack the Government Conspiracy. Here we go.
They're watching you. They know everything, and only we have the secrets. This episode brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Welcome to the show that's your hall pass to success, Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week we have a killer card trick that you can do anytime, anywhere, and you don't even need a deck of cards. We call it the government conspiracy. Gentlemen, what a pleasure to have you. Cesar, Jason, Rob from Co-op. You guys want to tell me about what it's like joining the Revision 3 family?
Well, it's been exciting. It's been fun. Lots of good shows on there.
Good people.
Really good company.
Awesome. You're like employment rocks.
So it's like, to me, it was about how if you were going to try to modernize a bike gang, what it would take to do it.
Dude, I totally gotta eat that and spit it out.
Wait, you want another? You want another?
No.
You want another? Come here.
Oh! What do you know? All right, we're gonna do, I hesitate to call this a trick or an illusion or anything of the sort. It is the fairest thing, and to be honest, it really genuinely freaks me out. Huh. It will use a deck of cards, though. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Now you'll notice this is a brand new sealed in pack cards. Right. Cesar, I want you to go ahead and grab the little thing, twist it around, open it up. There you go, open up, break the seal.
All right.
Shuffle those up. Okay. Mix them up until you're absolutely convinced there's no possible way I could know the order of the cards.
All right.
We got them.
In fact, mix them up. When I say mix them up, like full on Vegas style. There you go.
Come on, guys, help me out.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
This one over here.
Let's have this co-op.
That's right. That's right. You can't do anything by yourself. All right, here's what I want you to do.
All right.
I want you to reach in and pull out one card. Just one card.
One card.
It's this one, dude.
This one?
Yeah,
All right.
pick this one.
I'm gonna pick this one.
All right, turn, flip.
Ready?
Flip it face up.
And go.
All right, totally fair, right? Sealed pack of cards.
Sealed pack of cards.
You open them.
Shuffle them up.
No sleight of hand.
No sleight of hand.
We used physical cards because I didn't want you guys to rely on the psychological predispositions, right? So we got a totally random card.
Right.
You reached in, pulled it out, flipped it upside down.
All right, there it is.
At this moment, the only people who know what the card is, outside of the cameras, are you guys, me, and the government.
Government.
Because they're everywhere. They're watching everything. Freaking Homeland Security.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In fact, whenever I want the answer to questions, I actually keep the government on speed dial.
Okay.
Yep, here it is.
On speed dial.
Here it is right here. Yeah, see, it says the government.
Oh, the government.
Yeah, here.
Government.
Let me just give the government a call here. Here you go. It says we're calling the government
I don't
right
know
now.
if this is a good idea.
Hello, may I speak to the government, please? Hello, so the government. There's somebody here who would like to speak to you. I'll put you on speaker here with the government.
This is the Jason. This is Jason. You know government. Okay. So what do you got for us?
Whoa.
Oh. Oh God damn
How
it!
does he know that?
It's the government. He knows everything.
Wait, but he said 3 of clubs, right?
Yeah. And he said I touched myself.
That's 2 for 2. This does not rely on anything technological at all. We could be in just 2 of us in a room, nobody around, no Confederates. We could do it in the middle of the desert.
He's not wirelessly watching from any of these.
Right.
No technology whatsoever. And in fact, actually, we'll reveal exactly how it's done. But first, we got to thank our sponsors. Is it true? Does the government have control of everything? We'll find out. But first, I need you to head on over to CoorsLight.com, where you can get work excuses and get personalized voice alerts to allow you and your friends to rally around a few cold ones. Coors Light Online reminds weary workers to slip out of the office at 4:53 for cold, refreshing Coors Light. The site offers visitors helpful tools to thwart your bosses and get together over cold ones. With the help of an assistant's alluring voice, the Coors Light 453 voice alert allows you guys to send your pals a personalized reminder to hook up for a cold Coors Light. And should you need a justification for an early exit, the Coors Light Excuserator provides a convincing excuses that can easily be shared or uploaded. All right, so good news. You could do this. You don't even need the deck of cards. In this case, I like using a deck of cards because it gives them something to do to verify that it truly is a random card. And also, by having somebody reach in and pull out a card to turn it face up, you eliminate that moment of, well, I don't want to tell you my card. I'm thinking of a card. Why don't you just tell me what it is? Because people like to be smartasses. So by having them, they reach in, they pull out a card, they turn it face up. Now we all know what the card is. And remember, the effect is not that I'm reading a mind or whatever. The effect is that there's some mysterious outside force that sees everything. Now, obviously, we're in a public place, so that's not very impressive that somebody could be seeing us. But if you're at home alone and you bust it out with somebody, you know, especially one-on-one, people really tend to freak out on this. So you have them select all this. You do have to have a Confederate planned in advance. They truly have a free choice of card. You dial them up. Now, in this case, I like labeling him as the government in my phone. And you can do it as the wizard, or I know some people who put God in their face. Hey, let's call God, or the devil. Hey, let's call the devil.
Oh,
and then somebody,
yeah.
exactly. So the moment I call the government, he picks up the phone, and he doesn't say hello. He doesn't say hi. How's it going? All he does is he immediately starts saying
Spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs.
And the moment I hear what the suit is, I say, hello, may I speak to the government, please? Then I wait as he says, ace.
2, 3. 3 of clubs.
And the moment I hear 3, I say, hello, government, here he is. And I hand him over, and now he knows there's the 3 of clubs. And there's any number of things you could do. You could, in this case, we made jokes about spying on you while you sleep. You could, make any kind of other wacky predictions you want. But I'm telling you, the fewer people there are around, the better this effect plays. And all you got to do is work out the code in advance. Now, here's the important thing. Can you guys pull it off?
It just so happens.
It so happens that we have a card trick we want to show you.
A card trick for me?
Card trick.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Nice pack of cards. Now we want you to take it out, throw it on the table.
Good, you shuffle that up.
Yeah?
And now mix it all up.
You want to just mix them?
Mix the
Oh,
crap out
this
of
feels so naughty. I'm just mixing. The cards went down. Is that okay?
That's
Oh, yeah,
fine.
yeah.
That's all right.
Fine.
No, it's
Awesome.
out there. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Got it.
Really cool.
Cards.
And now pick the specialist card out of there.
The specialist card?
Specialist.
The specialist.
The most
Of
special.
all the cards, I think this one is the specialist.
Okay.
Good choice.
You
Good
sure?
choice.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah.
10 of clubs.
The 10 of clubs, yeah.
Okay. So, out of everyone here, I mean, it's just you, my friend Brian,
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
all here.
3 of us here.
No
Yeah.
one else could really say what this card is.
Who this
right?
card is. Yeah,
But
no.
there is one other person.
Who?
One entity
Yeah?
out there in the nether that does know.
A higher power, if you will.
That would know what my card is?
Yes.
Possibly.
Whoever could this person be?
Jesus. Brian, I'm gonna make a believer out of you today.
He is my co-pilot. He's also watching.
I have him on speed dial.
You've got him on the phone? You've got. Oh, let me see. Well,
right here.
Oh, look, there it is.
Okay.
All right, so apparently you're gonna call Jesus.
Let me
This will be
just call
interesting.
Jesus.
So I'll enjoy a beverage before we all go to hell over a card
he
trick.
knows.
How
He
did you
knows
get
what
here?
this card is.
Card trick.
Takes a while. You know, there's a lot of people.
It's a very long distance call.
Hello. Is this Jesus Christ?
Hearts, diamonds, spades,
He has a long history with Jesus, you know.
I guess so.
clubs.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I meant to be talking about
Okay,
that.
so it's
Yeah. Yes.
Ace, king, queen, jack, 10,
That's what I was gonna talk to you about.
10.
That was it. Yes. The masturbation. Yeah.
Wait, 10? So 10 of
I-
clubs.
I told you. All right. So here he is,
Bring it
guys.
on, bring it on.
Here he is. This is Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ on the phone.
Hello, Jesus Christ.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
It's a 10 of clubs, isn't it?
The 10 of clubs? However
Yes,
did
it
he
is.
know what the card was? That was amazing.
I'm telling you.
I see all.
Hallelujah.
My phone just
That's gonna
cut
be our new catchphrase on Scam School. Bam, you've been saved. Now remember, when you're pulling this one off, you need to give your victims as little as possible to go on. So make sure to do it in a situation where there's not lots of people around you, when very few peering, prying eyes could be watching the card, and make sure to keep your phone conversation as short as possible. Practice, 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 because you don't want to give this one away for free. Trust me, it's killer when you pull it off right. Speaking of which, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them on the boards at revision3.com/scamschool. And if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam or trick, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. You can follow all the latest Scam School updates at twitter.com/scamschool and follow my goofy adventures all over the United States at twitter.com/schwood. Next week, we're going to be doing something very special. We're going to be taking a field trip to a bar. It's a groundbreaking episode for Scam School. In fact, I'm going to go scope out the location right now. I'm gonna give the government a call. There we go.
Damn, you got them on your phone?
Yeah, it's calling the mobile.
Put it on speaker.
Hello, may I speak to the government, please?
This one guy,
Yes, the government. Here, please talk to this fellow.
who is this? Can you hear me?
The government.
The government.
Yeah, what do you want?
It's the government. Yeah, we've been keeping an eye on you.
Wait, you keep an eye on us?
What?
Definitely saw you shuffling the deck, mixing them up, and definitely saw you pull the 10 of spades.
It's the 10 of hearts, but you're close.
What did he say?
It said the 10 of spades.
That. Government? Are you me? Government, you are off the payroll. I can't believe my tax dollars. With
my
freaking
refund?
government spending, you die. I hate you. Now remember, to keep people from figuring out how this works, you gotta you gotta give. Did you just shout pipe bomb? Is that what I just heard?
Dude, what a good one. What a good one. Man, so lots of stuff coming together on this. By the way, we got the whiteboard set up. So feel free to doodle on that. And it should update automatically. I noticed that it works on mobile as well. All right, guys, let's break this one down. That was Andrew Bancroft as the government. He did great-ish outside of the screw-up that he did. There we go. Get rid of that. And then a number of things on this. First of all, we got a tight super tease at the beginning. I like the energy. I wonder what the co-op guys are up to these days. fact, actually, let me ask a robot. There we go. Boop, boop. Tell me about everyone who worked on the Revision 3 show Co-op and what they ended up doing afterward. What do they do today? Where are they now? So, Marion G was asking, like, what does the government trick look like in a world with AI agents? I bet we could just have a generic phone number that just calls, like, it just does the wizard trick. I bet we could vibe code that, like, right now. That would be amazing. Oh, that's interesting. Am I herky-jerky? I don't think I am. Or maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't know. Yeah, so it would have to be, it would have to do the trick and then notice when it gets interrupted. Yeah, I bet we could do that. Okay, no herks, no jerks. Well, certainly no herks. We'll go that far. Everything on the other side of that sentence, I don't know. Out of the corner of my eye, I said, checking who went to prison, but it was person. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, it's gonna take a bit to do a report. Well, in the meantime, we could play our favorite game. I actually don't have many behind the scenes notes on this one outside of, you could tell this is a little bit of a fattier episode. I'm not entirely sure. I think I was pleased just to see everything grow out and get past the 10-minute mark. That, I liked how much bigger it felt peeking into adjacent Revision 3 worlds. I found out later that the Scam School was always kind of the cultural hub of Revision 3 because it was a organic opportunity that only came along every month or so or two, where it's like, oh, we're doing Scam School shoots, and everybody would pull from each other, like, what new shows are joining, who can come on out. And so it actually filled the exact same purpose that Magic does culturally with human networks. It gives a appropriate opportunity for everybody to have a thing to do to get to know each other. I do love that Andrew Bancroft, that was what, his third appearance at this point? And then we, of course, tracked over on the, we did, oh goodness, we never found the dig reel where I did my Magic performance, did we? Yeah. There we go. James. Oh, look at that. You can put your name on your individual thing. That's great. That's really good. All right. Well, it's as far as... Wow, man. This is really turning into an entire project. That's crazy. So, if you're unfamiliar, the wizard trick is extremely beloved by magicians, and the provenance of it just goes back far enough that no one person owned the idea, and I put a different spin with it being the government. I was nervous about whether or not there would be a backlash on this one, and I don't think there was. But again, we're in the early days. Well, I don't know. The meta is constantly shifting when it comes to Magic. That line between teaching and exposure. At this point, nobody had even really considered the difference between the two. Everybody was too busy learning really good tricks from Scam School to question whether or not there was an ethical line here. Aha, here we go. Co-op was basically the Area 5 crew, the X1-Up video team that brought together their show to Revision 3 in 2009. There were 6 publicly tied to the show. Here are they now. Ryan O'Donnell, one of the Central Forces, After that, he kept making game-related documentary and behind-the-scenes work, including grounded documentaries and The Last of Us. Today, he's still with Area 5 in a senior creative role. He also maintains a separate public identity around behavioral science storytelling work under Rhino, where he describes himself as a digital nomad based in Reno, Nevada. How about that? Matt, co-founder of Area 5. After co-op, he stayed in games media and production, worked on EGM launch, Electronics Gaming Monthly, and continued in the long-form game documentaries. Today, he still publicly identifies as part of Area 5, and public bios also place him as the Rebel FM host. Recent credits and profiles connect him to Grounded 2 and Tetris Forever. Jason Bertrand, editing, camera, direction, production. After co-op, he remained with Area 5 and moved into other stuff. Cesar, who we just met. Well, I guess they're all just doing the same stuff. I went into post-games production. Senior producer with 15 years of AAA game development. Everyone's doing stuff. I guess that's the thing with the scene. Is that eventually everyone goes on to do other stuff. Oh, shoot. I did not. Flying Car 100. Isn't this definitely teaching since they were able to do the trick at the end? Yeah, this is before this is before anyone had even considered that question. Like, I'd hate to say it, but I am the first person to explain the difference between teaching and exposure in that context. We'll get to the Flashpoint incident of how that happened. I forgot to set the ultra low latency. Is YouTube low latency right now? Yeah, there we go. Be careful with the image sharing feature. Yeah, here's an idea. Let's not give me a reason to be nervous about it. How about that? Oh, interesting. So this guy shows through. Yeah, if you guys are on YouTube, let me know what the latency is on that. Boom. So Area 5, cool folks. The trick, pretty self-explanatory. The episode, a couple of minutes longer than expected. Now here's the question. This is one of the ones that was preloaded in the YouTube launch. Part of the big data dump. How many views do we think we got? Let's see. We've got, first of all, oh yeah, it's Adam. Says 7.8 thousand. That's around the very lowest end. Princess Judith says 26,000. Not Scary Steve says 7.81 thousand. I see you. And let's see. The actual number is... Oh no. Oh, it's still hidden. It is... Oh, something 1,000. Oh, I should just do it this way. There we go. 11,000 views. Flying Car 100 got it in just before the time. I think Flying Car 100 is the closest. 9,500. Congrats! Put it on the leaderboard. We need to add the leaderboard. Board. Boom. Flying Car 100. Yeah, I'll let you guys write that. Congratulations, that was good. All right, so now that means that there'll probably be few enough comments that I can answer all of them. If you guys want to join me, what we're doing is we're doing a rarest of rare events. We're doing a uniquely human, uniquely positive thing, and that we're taking 15-year-old comments and replying to all of them, because guess what? People still get the alerts. And then this moment from the past will come back to revisit them. I probably could have claimed that was the whole trick. I was surprised to see it. Oh wait. I was trying to heart these, but I can't heart them because I'm logged in on the wrong account. So let me switch the account right over here. We'll go to content, government. There we go. Crack the government conspiracy. Go to this, and then now we're doing it right. Here we go. One of my teachers did this to all the classes at the end of the year with his psychic sister. That's amazing. Sorry, I'm late to this. Devil, how did you get here? Card trick. LOL. That's one hell of a way to go. Haha. Haha, the end was hilarious. Glad you dug it. How have the last 16 years treated you? Years been. Brian, I just read this trick in an old magic book and I instantly thought of this video. That's fantastic. This one is awesome and hilarious. Yay! Did he say full-on Gangnam Style? I think it was a bit too early for that at the time. I would say it's Santa. Ooh, good one. Over 301 Club. Oh, wow. 301 Club. Brian hung up on Jesus. Whoops. Pipe bomb. SF, man. There we go. Got him. We did it. Yeah, Gangnam Style was 2012. This was 2009. We're still in the summer of 2009. Wait a minute. You've got a board of at biocow.com/YouTube guesses? I gotta see this. Get out! That's amazing. Yeah, so we got a new one. This one was close. It was 9,500, right? Oh, that's awesome, guys. That's cool. Yeah, the devil's first words were pick a card, pick any card. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Oh, I had a story that I wanted to check out. Let's take a look at this. Anthropic touts AI cybersecurity project. What is this? No, I don't want. Oh, don't be gated. I don't like that at all. Go away. Don't make me miss news. Yeah, I'll miss news. All right, here, I'll just do it this way. Aha, got you. Pwa-pwa. Anthropic on Tuesday announced an initiative with a bunch of other companies. Project Glasswing. Select organizations will be allowed to use the startup's unreleased and general purpose AI model, Claude Mythos Preview, for defensive cybersecurity work, Anthropic says. Other partners include CrowdStrike, Palo Alto Networks, Google, and NVIDIA. The announcement follows a Fortune report last month that Anthropic was testing Claude Mythos, which said it posed security risks and also offered advanced capabilities, dragging shares of cybersecurity firms such as Palo Alto Networks and CrowdStrike sharply lower. This year's RSA Cybersecurity Conference in San Francisco, which just happened, was also dominated by talk about the rise of AI-powered cyber attacks and whether conventional security tools sufficed. I think you know Brian's opinion on this. In a blog post on Tuesday, Anthropic said Mythos Preview had found thousands of major vulnerabilities in operating systems, web browsers, and other software. Yep, turns out that infinitely patient robots are pretty good at poking at things. Startup said launch partners will use Mythos Preview in their defensive security work, and Anthropic will share findings with industry. Anthropic said it's also extending access to about 40 additional organizations responsible for critical software infrastructure, and made a commitment of up to 100 million usage credits and 4 million in donations to open source security group. That's interesting. I wonder what the actual tax write-offs on that look like. But this is also good because these are only useful as long as they're in business and continuing to do their thing. The AI startup added that the eventual goal for this is all our users to safely deploy Mythos class models at scale. The startup said it's also been in ongoing discussions with the U.S. government about the model's capabilities. Last year, Anthropic said hackers exploited vulnerabilities in its Claude AI to attack 30 global organizations. Moreover, 67% of the 1,000 executives surveyed by IBM and Palo Alto study said they had been targeted by AI attacks within the last year. Yep. I mean, this is so funny. Well, I guess that's a new vector in our hockey stick. In fact, maybe it's time to check back in on the hockey stick. Deloitte. There we go. I've been tracking this hockey stick graph based on FBI data. It's been a minute since I've checked up on it. What are the latest numbers? Boom. Ah, right on. I'll check my email for an admin page and a password. Do we get the new... Oh, good. We got the latest one on there. That's fantastic, BioCow. I love it. What are we using for the back end? Is this just running on your website? Yeah, so now that we have the data getting plugged in there, then what that means is we can do cool charts and graph stuff. Love it. Yeah. Current FBI figures so we can compare. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. I've been quoting 16.6 billion. It's at 20 billion in 2025. Wow. The newest FBI number is $20.8 billion in total reported internet crime losses for 2025, up from 16 billion in 2024 and 12 billion in 2023. In 2025, FBI says cyber-enabled fraud specifically accounted for blah, blah, blah. For the AI angle, they added a dedicated AI section for the first time. Yeah, so now it's its own category. So the original benchmark was 12 billion in 2023, growing to 40 billion in 2027. They do not appear to have published a new replacement one, but yeah, if you extend blah, 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 you get roughly the same numbers. Yep. Yes, please. Graph 2. That's sort of the idea, Tweepex. Like, essentially, that's what I offer, is a way to get humans back on the same page. Because right now, what we've done is we've built scalable but brittle systems on thin information vectors. And now those chickens have come home to roost. That is exploitable. And there are too many ways. The way I think of it is all of our interhuman communication modalities are like really lossy MP3s or really lossy JPEGs. And because the information fidelity is so low, we're not taking advantage of all of our naturally evolved ways of detecting deception. Because when you're in person, it is extremely difficult. There was somebody who I had to fire, and it all boiled down to, I noticed that he was physically incapable of looking me in the eye. And that was enough where it's like he just could not, like, that is such an important dishonesty vector. Also, it turns out he was high as a kite on the job. Whoops. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This file is no longer available. What file? Yeah. Cool. Get out of here. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, and so we're here now. We're on track for a 50% increase. Kuro Metariku. I'm not gonna say what. Oh man, sure. Let's make that joke. That's fine. It's definitely not the autism. In fact, as a matter of fact, I was able to determine exactly which narcotic they were on based on the behaviors, because robots are good. Sam Horseman wasn't that bad. You know what? It was Sam Horseman. We found out why he took his eyes off of the horses. And what if people just didn't want to hack into other people's stuff? Land of rainbow and unicorns, LOL. Yeah, well, so that's the other thing to remember is whatever wealth inequalities that we deal with in the Western world, there's enough massive wealth inequalities that state actors or rogue actors or criminal enterprises, anybody who wants to not treat other societies as humans, like the profit incentives are just there to run fossil fuel burning bootleg compute farms and create robo scammers. I mean, it's so easy. We did it on the Modern Rogue. It's so easy. A Brian could do it. That's a problem. That's a wake-up call. Yeah, dude. All right, so we got updated numbers. That hockey stick is real. God, I really want to announce this pilot program. I'm so excited. But I can't do it yet. So what did we find out? So back to, well, I guess we finished the Anthropic one. Good on Anthropic. That's not only a smart pro-social move, that is smart branding to position themselves in the white knight good stewardship role. Yeah. What part of rainbows and unicorns don't you recommend or understand? All right. Well then, unless we got another to do, I got my news story. I like this scorecard a lot. We could check in and see where we were at this time in the BB Live show days. So around this time, we're at government conspiracy. That came out in May of 2009. So I wonder over in BB Live show how far we had come at this time. Episodes. Yeah. So it'd be, okay, so we did Pet O'Brien and Scams. Viral video SmackDown number 1. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can't currently handle it. What do you mean you can't handle it? Nah, I guess none of these. We'll never know. We'll check in on that tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. Good call, Princess Judith. So here's how we can start developing this. We can change this to... Are you familiar with the classic The Wizard card trick? It was done on Scam School as the government conspiracy. Explain to me how that trick works. Ooh, yeah, the YouTube update for remixing your videos live streaming from Cord Killers. Yeah, I didn't want to talk too much about it on Cord Killers, but mainly because I'm afraid that that I'll get in trouble for the live streaming that we're doing now. Because I'm keeping, part of the reason that I'm trying so many odd things during the live streams is I just want to get a sense of what are the rules, the best practices. I mean, obviously, I am much more interested in having a legit reason to gather together and to celebrate the back catalog of content. And whoever needs to get paid for whatever should, of course. But within the YouTube ecosystem, if you guys missed Cord Killers last night, we were talking about the fact that they're making channels available for Coachella. And we began to extrapolate what might it look like for somebody to, on purpose, curate a channel. And then we started to speculate about, like, what if the World Series of Poker or whatever just gave 20 video feeds out, and then anybody could set up a shop and cover the World Series of Poker however they wanted, whether they wanted to tell this kind of story or focus on this person or zoom in on their expression and talk about psychologically that what it reveals about them, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, goodness. This is way wrong. No. This is a totally incorrect assumption. The wizard trick is one where a card is randomly selected and the person who is the magician knows what the card is, and they say they're going to call someone on the phone, their friend, the wizard. Then they call their friend, the wizard. They say, "Hello? May I speak to the wizard?" "Yes. The wizard, please." "Okay, he's here." And then they hand the phone over to the spectator, and the spectator is amazed when this randomly not there person knows what their card is. Are you familiar with that one? Where does that one date back to? Tell me about the provenance of it. Boom. Yeah, exactly. If I missed it last night, I am wrong. What did I miss last night? But the idea, I love the idea of curator. If I would be happy as a duck in a puddle if I knew I could just mix little content modules at all times. And I guess really kind of looks like we can. Within boundaries. There's a lot of stuff that I can't play. But also a secretary. Well, keep in mind, the mysterious wizard character could, back in the day, in the before times, no matter who was in the house, someone had to answer the phone. And so you got kids answering the phone all the time, which I think we should go back to. I think there are phones. Let me see if I can find one. Phone, dumb phone, Wi-Fi. hotspot. Or no, Wi-Fi household. Let's see. Maybe, look at this. I'm going to do chat on chat. Hey, if I just wanted a dumb phone connected to Wi-Fi in my house that all it could do is call people, what would I want to get? It should be something that is just a phone, like a landline. Maybe it works over Wi-Fi. I don't know. All right. Back to the wizard. Yes. The Wizard, Steffi Storms, the Wizard, in Scarn on Card Trick, 1950, nearly 100 years ago. Great. Yeah, so it goes back to even before that. Great, great, great. So now it's got the provenance. Excellent. If we wanted to build an AI agent to be always ready for this trick, design a suggested workflow. There's no drones. That's right, the plot of the phone booth. I gotta go watch that one. Oh, hey, welcome, everybody. Make noise for Jake. We got a newbie here. Hello, Jake. So here's the thing. Every morning I go live. So far we're at 163 almost unbroken days. And always we start off with what looks like a transactional benefit to the live stream. And we immediately deliver it. The moment I hit go, I try to give you a very tight 90-second post where I welcome everyone in. We see who's here. Everyone makes noise. A new addition to this is we got a whiteboard where everybody can doodle on the whiteboard and in the chat. Now, the problem is I go live over 5 different, wildly different platforms. So we got some folks coming in from X. We got some people coming in from youtube.com/scamschool, some from youtube.com/modernrogue, some from twitch.tv/night attack, and occasionally a looky-loo via LinkedIn. Don't judge me. I'm trying to save the world from AI robot scammers. Anyway, so the first 90 seconds I try to give real clean, and we get to the classic content. And the reason we're going back and revisiting all the classics with Scam School is because YouTube's algorithm has deprecated the old stuff. There is so much new stuff being uploaded that no system can handle it. So we just have, so what we do is the next best thing is these are all great tricks. So I play the classic old episode, and then during it, everyone asks questions. And then when we wrap that up, I say, I give some commentary, some behind-the-scenes insight. We've been able to watch as the form of the show has changed, where Brian gets his rhythm, some rituals, some structural things happened. Like the early episodes were kind of awkward because it was just, here's a trick, here's how it's done. Anyway, Brian's cool. And then now we're at the rhythm where it's like, here's a trick, here's how it's done. Now you try. And we're seeing how that changes things. But we haven't yet got to the part where we discover the toasting ritual. So we're still noticing little things that are coming in over time. But while I'm giving those production notes, everyone places their bets. How many views do we think this got? Because guess what? How good the episode is appears to be totally untethered from which ones totally popped. We've had so far out of this initial batch from 2008 to 2009, we had the lowest what was the lowest one, chat? I want to say it was like 7.6 thousand. It was ridiculously low. It was insanely low. But the highest one was 1.4 million. And then, so that caused us to go down the rabbit hole of what makes one of these a success. And so we noticed that the one that hit 1.4 million was just kind of at a quiet heat death for years. And then finally, we tracked the exact wave of popularity where it just popped. And when it exploded, it went way, way up. Anyway, so basically all of the all of the unglamorous aspects, the interesting nuts and bolts, the behind the scenes, the under the hood, we're all mechanics here. I've heard it put this way. There's a slider bar between glamour and romance. If classic Scam School was glamorous, now we're being romantic about it. And we're learning what really was it like to make all of these. And then we tie it in. Another reason that we're revisiting all of these is because the thing that we were just talking about before you showed up is there's a genuine hockey stick terrible thing. Let me see if... Where is it? A genuine hockey stick terrible thing. That makes sense, I'm sure. Oh, where is it? FBI? Yeah, here we go. There we go. Take a look at that. That is robot-powered fraud that is on a hockey stick curve. And so my thesis that I am exploring, I'm launching a new type of security defense called wolf masking, in which everybody is trained to be the predator. Everybody is trained to write very good scam emails. When we do voices, you will design your own scam bot. In other words, we're doing the same thing with Scam School, but to save trillions of dollars of fraud. Because now that the bad guys have robots, there's a legit scam-pocalypse coming. And so part of that means that it's important that we go back through the back catalog of Scam School, because while that was modeling deceptive behavior with the goal of winning a free drink, now those exact same structures are going to be what makes for strong cultures in corporate America. So anyway, we're just, saving the planet over here. Don't mind us, but I'm glad you're here, and I hope you'll join us again tomorrow. Did that answer your question, Jake? That was a lot. Yeah, there is a lot. Meanwhile, I get to check in with the chat here. They have a kid's landline called a tin can. Oh. They got these. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it really is. It's just straight up a landline thing. Interesting. Cool. Right on, Jake. Yeah, so right now we don't have a specific hub, but what I do is I schedule the live streams about an hour out. So if you ever see a live stream scheduled, that means I'm there in studio. I have it set up. That means the chat room is in there, so you can pop in and say hello to everyone. It is more of a straight line now, Princess Judith. I agree. Although, if you remember that it starts flat and then goes, then it gets scarier. Yeah, that is what we're doing. Okay, all right. The Little Things 420. This whole legend of Meow Meow. We should make a conspiracy theory that Brian, for some reason, is ashamed of Meow Meow. Algorithm be bad word to promote good content? I don't know what that means. Ooh, clip this explanation and upload it like a trailer or something. That's great. You know what? I'll do that today. I'll have Opus Clip do that. In fact, let me jot that one down. Boom. All right, back to our wizard trick. Where's our wizards? Oh. Okay. recommended technical setup. Okay, core structure, secret input, silent hold. Input secret from the magician. Silent smut, that's terrible. That's also terrible. That's also terrible. These are all terrible. These are all terrible. Okay, almost all of these ideas were terrible. They were not thought through like a magician would think through. In this case, we don't need to fix anything that isn't broken. The way it works with a human is that the phone rings, the human picks up, and immediately starts saying the suits in order. Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. And when the magician says, "Hello, may I speak to the wizard?" Whatever the most recent suit is the input. At which point the wizard says, "Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, ... And then when the right number is spoken, or the right card is spoken, the magician says, "Yes, hello, the wizard. Here, I have somebody you should speak to." And by the time the phone is handed over, the wizard now knows what the card is. All we need is a robot to do that with an LLM voice. Rethink the project and don't overthink it. How do we make this? Oh, I didn't turn on spells. Whoops. Let me do that. Event flow. Active. All right, spells are live. We need more spells. You're right. The method is the method. This should behave like a disciplined stooge, not a general assistant. Thank you. It's a phone stooge automation. Yes, automaton. Yep. That's it. That's all it is. Twilio. Okay. Yeah, I think I had a Twilio thing. OpenAI real-time voice. What? Only 3 phrases. Doesn't need to recognize any of them. Press 1. Oh, what is this shit? You dumb, stupid. Look at this. It starts. Press 1. Okay, again. Think about this. If the magician is pressing buttons on a phone, how does the spectator think the trick is done? Guys, maybe I'm overstating the robo scampocalypse. Exactly. They think the phone is the method, which kills the effect. Yes. 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 Yes, that's right. Great. That's right. Yes, that is correct. No backup. Sure. Yes. Great. Give me a great. Assume the role of project coordinator. Coordinator. You should each from now on either ask me questions or give me a task to build a prototype. Can we use Google Voice or a free tool? Or, yeah. An LLM could, can an LLM do a cold read trick with an audience? Yeah, if not today, then, I mean, at the state actor level, yes. But soon it'll be cheap, and that's what we're trying to stay ahead of. Google Voice is not the right path. Great. Twilio does have it. Great. I might have these accounts. I set up a NAN project a while back. Would that be helpful? Question mark. Okay. Oh, you know what? What if we did a twist where it's like it happens on their phone, and so they call the number and it's like, hello, this is the government. Are you calling because you've selected a card? Yes. It's like, excellent. We have vital information to tell Brian Brushwood. May we speak to him? Yes. And then all I do is I'm like, oh really? Yeah. Okay, thanks. And then I hand it back to them. And they're like, anyway, I'm glad we got that. You wanted to know what card you wanted, or you had, right? So then it becomes their experiences. They just picked a card. They called the government. The government said they had something they wanted to tell Brian. Slight modification to the plot. What if the spectator picks a card, and then the spectator calls the government's phone number, at which point the government says, hello, the government here. We understand you have a card you want selected, but first I need to speak to Brian. I need to let Brian know something. We have vital information for Brian. May we speak to him? And then they say, yeah, and they hand the phone over. And I say, hello, this is Brian. And then it starts the loop. And then I am able to say, oh, really? To indicate the suit. And then, sure, thank you, bye. And then I hand the phone back to get the value. And then the government is able to reveal what card they're thought of. Oh, yeah. Or that's a good idea, Cliff. What if they called the university and then they asked for that person. And then in asking for the person, it did a little radio vignette. And then somebody came on the line and said, you're thinking of a card. That's interesting. All right. Well, shoot. Okay, let's put a pin in this. You guys remind me tomorrow. Oh, that's great. We need to authorize. Is Brian Brushwood there? Excellent. And then, oh, that's great as an authority thing. Okay, look, I got to switch gears. I got other stuff to do. So I'm going to put a pin in this today, but let's pick this up tomorrow. Don't let me forget. That's way, way good. All right. That'll be it then. Good job, team. We did it. More tomorrow on this.